Want a very quick, healthy and easy, delicious dessert and or a snack? Let's make chocolate almond bark. Hey there, Shelly here with Shelly Can Help, and I'm a sucker for sweets, but I just want to show you that you do not have to deprive yourself of sweets. We just need to make better choices on the ingredients that we use in our desserts. And today I'm going to make this delicious dark chocolate coconut bark. But what's really cool is you just keep it in the freezer and it keeps for months, and you just pull it out and in 5 minutes you can have this delicious chocolate snack that's loaded with nutrients. So without further ado, let's get started. I need to melt the chocolate chips in the microwave. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put them in a bowl. Before I do that, let me explain something really quick. You want to make sure that you get dark chocolate. Dark chocolate has the health benefits, it has the antioxidants, and when you buy it, look at the package and make sure it says over 65% or greater cacao. So if it's less than that, usually for marketing purposes, they'll put dark chocolate on the package, but it's really not quality dark chocolate. So dark chocolate chips that say 65% or higher, that means that the dark chocolate is loaded with antioxidants, it's anti-inflammatory, and it's really good for you. So that's how you choose your dark chocolate chips. Don't buy into the marketing gimmicks on the front of the package. Make sure you see how much cacao is actually in the product itself. So now that we have the dark chocolates in here, what we're going to do now is add a little bit of coconut oil. This is just going to kind of get the dark chocolate or get the melted chocolate to be a little more to a liquid state and not so thick. And also, coconut oil has antioxidants as well, but coconut oil has that good healthy fat that we need in our diet. Our brains need healthy fat. Our brains are made of fat, so therefore we need to feed them healthy fats in order to stay healthy. So I'm going to stick this in the microwave and just 50% heat. You don't want to burn the chocolate. So you can also do this in a double broiler situation over the stove. Today I'm going to use a microwave, 50% heat until everything is melted down. Here we go. Okay, the chocolate is melted in the microwave, but before we do our next step with the chocolate, I forgot that we need to crush up, just roughly chop some almonds. Now, a really good way that I like to do it is to use the Ninja Mini Food Chopper. It is a perfect size for crushing up nuts, and what I'm going to do is just add some almonds to the food processor. Now keep in mind, if you don't like almonds, do cashews, do walnuts. You can do any nut you want. I just like almonds in this recipe specifically. So we're just going to give them a rough chop. I still want chunks of almond, so we don't want them too little. I'm going to do it just 2 more times. There we go. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is we are going to put the almonds inside the dark chocolate. So here's our melted dark chocolate, and we're just going to pour the almonds into the dark chocolate, and we're going to give it a stir. I did 50% heat in the microwave, a minute at a time, and stirred it, and it took about 3 minutes, 3 to 3.5 minutes. Okay, now what we're going to do, this is super easy, we're going to pour our chocolate onto a parchment lined baking sheet. I have a smaller one. I think this one is like 6 by 8 or 6 by 9. We're going to get all the goodies out of the bowl and put it onto the sheet. It stays melted for a while, so you don't have to worry about it hardening up on you. We're just going to spread this on the cookie sheet or the baking sheet. You don't want it super duper thick, just because that's what you'll be eating, and sometimes you just want a thin layer, and it freezes faster the thinner it is. Just kind of try to make sure your almonds are evenly dispersed. Now for the yummy part, we're going to add in coconut flakes. When you buy your coconut flakes, make sure that they are Unsweetened. You do not want sweetened coconut flakes. Oftentimes they'll add sugar to it, so make sure you read the ingredient list. Now we're going to add in some dried fruit. Another thing you want to make sure it doesn't have added sugars. You can do cranberries, you can do cherries. I love cherries in this recipe. Today I'm using cranberries because that's what was in my pantry. You could use golden raisins, but try to get the ones where there's not added sugar. This Aurora Naturals has really good dried fruits that do not have added sugars. All right, as you can see, it's ready to go. Now you can get creative with this. Feel free to put in whatever you want. Another really good seed are pumpkin seeds, also called pepitas. They're green in color, so it's a really pretty combination. And then you can do a little sea salt if you want to. As a matter of fact, I am gonna do a little sea salt because I can, but I'm just doing a little tiny bit. Now, I'm gonna put this in the freezer, I'm not kidding, maybe 20 minutes and it will be good to go, and I'll show you the finished product here in a second. Okay, the bark is out of the freezer. Now we're just gonna basically just break it up and put it into little pieces, and then you can store it in a storage container that's freezer safe, and it'll stay in there for weeks or even a couple of months. So you just take the bark, it's good and frozen, and you just break it up. And there is no wrong way to do this. You probably want to do few big pieces, few little pieces, just depending on how much of a sweet tooth you have during the day. This is a really good snack for kids as well, and they can help you make it. So easy, right? It's such a healthy snack and or dessert for you and your kids. If you want to learn more about me and my services, head to ShellyCanHelp.com and do me a big favor. Give me a like, put some comments below, share my videos, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have to go for now, but I have one question before I do. What's on your fork? Bye.